Hello everyone, I'm just here to talk about some very important safety tips. And I mean very important. And I will provide some story context to my safety tips for this video. Now recently, which would be yesterday, I rediscovered how to increase the tightness on my life glider belt, and um, which is fantastic. Basically, you just gotta sit back on your seat, and I mean properly sit on the seat. And if you've got someone to support you beside you, make sure they tighten the belt as you're going back down, or going back in the standing position, going a little bit forward. And what I mean by that is because the belt tightness will catch you as you come slightly forward from the seat. So coming off the seat and then leaning forward whilst holding on to the handlebars. And the tightness is absolutely amazing. It does feel a bit painful in places, but that is a good sign to show and to indicate that you are properly fastened and 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 secured. Sorry for the stuttering. I'm trying to process what I'm trying to say. I'm at the same time as whilst I'm trying to say this to all of you. So apologies for the stuttering. But yeah, as the belt, well, basically, the little bits of pain is a good little indication to show that the belt is properly tightened, and basically you are able to walk more straighter, more natural walking. But one thing I will say though is, depending on the tightness level, I did find it hard to move forward, not sideways, but forward. And this isn't a problem if you try and train your brain, which will take time. But there is one problem though, and that is when you are going up or down slopes, because the life glider itself is a very light piece of equipment, and you have to mainly focus on the velocity of speed you are distributing towards the walking. So if you want to walk fast down a slope, the trajectory of the velocity will still be carried by the life glider itself. So even though you have stopped yourself, the life glider will still move forward at that same velocity. And I nearly fell forward towards my mum yesterday, but luckily we were unharmed and nothing bad happened. But just to keep you aware, to always manage your velocity of speed. Another thing I want to mention, which is similar to that, is also keep an eye on the elements, so the weather. If it's like a big storm or anything like that, just keep that in mind, because I was going out of a hotel and I was somewhat walking, and for some reason my speed increased without me realizing. And that wasn't because of me, that was because of the wind trajectory being severely heavy. And all of a sudden, the life glider somewhat became sentient and moved on its own because of the weather, and I nearly ended up in the road. But luckily my mum was there to quickly grab hold of me by the arm and basically and safely took me to the car. So the moral of the story is to make sure you maintain your speed at all times, and basically just be safe, and just to analyze and assess your surroundings and the weather, but also very important is, even though having a life glider enhances your independence to be more self-sufficient, more independent, and also utilizing more of your own initiative, make sure you have someone with you, no matter if it's a friend or a family member or a support worker or a carer. Make sure you have someone with you at all times in case if something goes wrong. Very important, everyone, for safety. Because independence is fantastic, but safety always takes the main priority. Always takes the main number one spot of life gliding. I hope that this video helps all of the Life Glider members and newcomers into the Life Glider world, and please stay tuned for future videos. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.